Wir haben heute einen ganz besonderen Gast. Wir sind bei Starrcast Tag 2 in Las Vegas. Paul Walter Hauser, bekannt aus Kingdom, aus Super Troopers 2 und von Cobra Kai. Paul, it is so great to have you here. Thank you so much for taking the time.
It's good to be here. Hello to Germany. Good to see you guys, or I guess you're seeing me.
So, I don't quite see the connection. You pro wrestling, Vegas. Why are you here?
I look like a wrestling fan, though. Let's be honest. There's a certain type. I look like a wrestler. Oh, a wrestler. Thank you. I've been a wrestling fan my whole life. I've made friends with a couple of wrestlers. I'm buddies with Edge and Colt Cabana. I know Cody a little bit. So I just love the business. I love watching it. I'm still a true fan, and I'm just here to kind of support what's going on with AEW. They're having a really wonderful moment where we all believe that they can do exactly what we think they can do. We know that they can compete with WWE.
Well, I don't know about you, but for me, just having them back on TNT, basically a day after the old Nitro time, or 2 days before the old Thunder time slot, it's worth so much just seeing TNT getting back in the game.
Yeah, it's an exciting time for pro wrestling, and I think if nothing else, it's going to stir everybody to compete and do better work, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm. I heard you were involved with WWE for a while. What did you do, and how did that happen?
I wrote for the Edge and Christian show briefly. I wrote some sketches because I became buddies with Adam Copeland, who everybody knows as Edge. So I for about a week or two, I got to just write comedy bits for wrestlers and send them out to Connecticut, and that was like a career highlight. Getting to work for the WWE was really cool.
And how did you land the gig on Kingdom, the MMA show that was on DirecTV for many years?
Kingdom was a blast. Maybe you've seen it. It was a show with Frank Grillo and Nick Jonas, and I got to kind of play a comic relief, but also do some drama and do some really heavy moments with Matt Loria, and that show grew me as an actor. And I had a blast doing it, and I love that the fans that we do have for that show, they're like very devoted. They're like the best fans in the world. So Kingdom was a career highlight and definitely made me a better actor.
Were you an MMA fan before that, or?
Not really. I didn't know much about MMA, but I became a much bigger fan after doing the show because you're just forced to see what those guys and girls go through to kind of perfect their craft and do what they do. It's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm. Now, recently you were on Cobra Kai on the second season.
Oh, man.
Dude, how awesome was it to be part of Team Johnny?
That show is the best, man. I wasn't even sure if that show was going to work because it's like, it's an adaptation sequel to like something everybody loves. Like, why would they even mess with that? But the reality is the creators behind it, John Hurwitz, Hayden Schlossberg, and Josh Held, they've done a masterful job of recreating that world. And they asked me to they saw me in a movie called I, Tonya, and they said, we thought you were really funny. We want you to come in and do comic relief for the new season.
So do you think you might have an extended role in season 3 then?
I don't know. There have been discussions between me and the guys. I definitely want to come back, and I think they want me to come back. We're just trying to figure out what the story will be and the scheduling of everything.
Well, you're going to be the second Sensei in command. I mean, that's what's going to happen. You
Stingray,
and Johnny.
don't underestimate Stingray. He looks like a Joker, but that's until you get kicked in the face by a 270-pound man.
So is it fair to say that the whole concept of Cobra Kai kind of turned the premise of Karate Kid on its head as far as who's the good guy, who's the bad guy?
Yeah, and wrestling's kind of done that where like the bad guys are good guys in the world of professional wrestling now. And Cobra Kai kind of came up with the times where they flipped it and made Johnny Lawrence the good guy and kind of gave his POV on the Karate Kid story. And now it's kind of split in two where you're either Team LaRusso or Team Lawrence. And I'm definitely Team Johnny Lawrence.
Team Johnny.
Team Johnny. Cobra Kai never dies, man.
No mercy.
No mercy. Well, some mercy. I think we're teaching mercy at Cobra Kai now. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, you have mercy for Don LaRusso.
Yeah. No mercy on the Russo auto.
So let's talk about Super Troopers 2 for a second. That role you had as basically a Canadian version of Farva.
It's crazy.
What did it mean to you personally?
Well, I'm a fan of that first film. I skipped school to see Super Troopers. It was a big deal to me. I love that movie. So Kevin Heffernan saw me do comedy in Santa Monica at this little comedy theater, and he said, do you want to come audition to play a French-Canadian version of me? And I met with a dialect coach and tried to get the French-Canadian thing down, which I probably botched it, but at least I did my thing, and those guys are super, super cool. I love those guys.
So can we expect to see more of you in a Super Troopers 3 or perhaps in another Broken Lizard project?
I hope so. They invited me to do a little bit on Tacoma FD, and I wasn't able to do it, but I hope to work with those guys again. I can't say enough good things about the Broken Lizard crew. They really made me feel at home, those guys.
Kevin, he thinks you're a chicken fucker.
I did not say that.
I agree, by the way.
I did not say that.
He never said that.
Oliver.
But yeah, Kevin was very complimentary towards your role in Super Troopers 2 and what you brought to the table in terms of how much fun you had and just lighthearted fun, right? Not heavy stuff.
And we improvised. I improvised the line, walk faster, finger blaster. Jay Chandrasekhar just let us go off and play with stuff. And we've there's some good stuff on the cutting room floor that I wish made the movies.
Well, perhaps in the future, Super Troopers 1 and 2 Blu-ray double pack.
Yeah, man.
Extra scenes, etc.
Throw it on the DVD if they still make DVDs now. I don't know.
What?
Everything's streaming. It's terrifying.
Speaking of streaming and terrifying, what's up with you now? What are you planning on? What are you working on?
Terrifying is right. Yeah, no, I always play the creepy, chubby white guy and everything. No, I'm just trying to keep booking cool stuff. I did a movie with Emma Thompson called Late Night, and I did a movie with Anthony Anderson for Netflix called Beats. Those movies both open early June. So check those out, Netflix, Beats, and Late Night with Mindy Kaling and Emma Thompson.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us twice even. I hope you have a wonderful day, because, und das muss ich jetzt kurz verraten, wir haben dieses Interview vorher schon mal gemacht, ein bisschen anders, und dann hat plötzlich das Video nicht funktioniert. Das war wahrscheinlich meine Schuld, keine Ahnung. So thanks for being a great sport. It was really good seeing you here.
Thank you. I don't know German, I only know Stille Nacht, the German version of Silent Night.
Verboten, Kindergarten.
Heilige Nacht, das wäre ein Sumpfakt. I don't really, that's all I know.
That's actually pretty good, better than my singing.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful weekend here
Much
at
love,
AEW.
Germany.
Appreciate it.
God bless you.